What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers are on a 3-game losing streak and still in the thick of it, right? They are half a game back of the Los Angeles Clippers for the 5 seed, but tied with the Timberwolves for being the 8th seed and only like a game ahead of being deeper into the play-in. Look, we can't be a play-in team again. You know, like we've already had this issue, 3 seasons in a row now. Last thing we need is that once again. Got to fight, got to do a better job. Coming off a 3-game losing streak in all 3 games that you honestly should have won, especially that Spurs game. The Spurs game was completely inexcusable. Right? Like, there's no way you're up 10 with like 4 minutes left in that game and then just get totally dominated. It's not like it was a tight game and they lost. No, I mean, they got completely worked. Like, worked. It wasn't one of those things where it's like, oh, you're up 10, they went on their run, it was tie game back and forth, right? Like, and that was it. And you just, you lost by a turnover, late game execution, whatever. No, this was like you were up 10 and then you blinked and you were down almost 30. Right? It's just, Lakers have to do a better job of just figuring this stuff out, getting this stuff right. This is something that this month was supposed to be a month to really gain some traction here. This is a month that was supposed to be a month where the Lakers could really potentially get ahead and just kind of be, maybe even fighting for that top 3 seed, right? Maybe the 2 seed, something. And it has gone downhill and fast. Not only are you on a 3-game losing streak, but 2 of the games that you were supposed to win, and the Hornets and the Spurs, got postponed. So this month, you're 3-2 so far, or 2-3 so far, right? 2 wins, 3 losses. And that's not where you're supposed to be. You got yet still a very winnable schedule going forward. And it all begins with the Miami Heat, right? Jimmy's not expected to be back till the Nuggets game on Friday. Or at least at the time of recording this video, obviously things could change, but he's on a 7-game suspension, so that would lead him into the Denver Nuggets game on Friday. So, not going to have Jimmy. Miami's been a sinking ship, right? Miami has really had their struggles. So, now's a real opportunity to come in and completely get things back on track. Miami just lost again to the Clippers. Miami, again, is sinking, like they are just going downhill. The Jimmy Butler thing is a huge distraction. It's just an absolute mess right now in Miami. And yet, this is a game that feels like the Lakers are going to lose, right? Like, this feels like a game that the Lakers, you could absolutely see them drop the ball and lose this game. And they cannot do that. We cannot do that. We went from being, 6 games over 500 to now 3 games. And literally a blink of an eye. And, you got all this rest. You got this opportunity here to gotta go from, like, nagging injuries and, some success, some struggles. But, like, okay, here we go. Let's buckle down. Let's focus. Let's get in. Had a week rest for LeBron and AD. Anthony Davis showed up. Anthony Davis was great. Right? And it's just like the opposite happened. And he didn't get that from the guys. And he didn't get that from these players. And these players just didn't play the way that you need them to play. But that's like a growing trend with these guys. You don't know who's showing up on a nightly basis. It's something that I've talked about. Right? Like, you don't know which Austin Reeves you're getting. Right? Are you getting, 25, 7-7 Reeves? And he's great? Or are you getting the Reeves that's just a total liability defensively? Going 4-13 from the field, 2-7 from 3, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. That's nice, but 4 turnovers, a -18, which is second largest minus of the night. Like, those are the things. Rui Hachimura. Which Rui are you getting? Right? Gabe Vincent. Can he consistently stop somebody, hit some shots? Right? Like, it's just, you don't know who you can count on. And that's where the problem lies. That's where the dilemma is. And the Lakers are just that team where it's just like you can't trust them to beat anybody. Right? Like, they have a winning record. That's good. Again, like I showed, they're in the thick of it. They're in the middle of it. But that's not enough, right? Being in the thick of it, being in the middle of it doesn't mean that, all of a sudden that's where we're supposed to be. No, we need to be in the upper echelons, right? We need to be top 4 or 5 seed at worst. But this team cannot string together consistency. Even like within the thick of a game, we can't string together consistency. It's like, one quarter, Lakers look great. Next quarter, they get smacked. Next quarter, they look great. Next quarter, they get smacked. Right? It's like, can we put 4 quarters together? I mean, before this little losing streak, Lakers are looking great defensively. They were picking it up, ramping it up. You would think that after getting a week off, you would come in with that energy and effort because you've had that rest. Right? You had that opportunity. Now, obviously, what was going on, I'm sure, was very distracting. But they were working out. They were doing their thing. Right? JJ even said, like, this was the most productive 3 days that they had since training camp. Right? Because you had time. Right? Everyone just wanted to kind of get away from what was happening or what's still happening in California. Right? Like, everyone wanted to just clear their mind, play some basketball, focus, task at hand, and you got that, and you fumbled it, right? And then on top of that, not counting, Coop's, jersey hanging, and it's just like, come on, man. Like, can't we have nice things, please? Can't we just do what we're supposed to do and rattle off some wins, please? Can these Lakers stop playing these games? And we might not have Dorian Finney-Smith at the time of recording this video. He's probable with, doubtful with personal issues. And it's just like, and he's he's one of the only guys that shows up on a nightly basis. He's like one of the only guys that we can count on a nightly basis. And he's out, so it's just like, this is a game that is very winnable, but unfortunately, for this Laker team, nothing is ever winnable. And that's where the dilemma lies. But you can't, you gotta clear this up, right? You gotta put the Band-Aid over it, whatever you can do until you can get some trades and really sew this up. But for right now, you gotta stop the bleeding. You're in a 3-game losing streak. You can't have these. Can't. We need to bounce back. Now we need a 5 or 6 game win streak. You need to make up for those 3 losses and then some. You gotta right the ship here a little bit. Gotta put yourself back in position to get to where we need to be. Gotta at least be a playoff team, right? Even if that's the 6th seed, so be it, right? Like, even if the Lakers end up just the 6th seed, I'm fine, right? I will gladly take that. Whatever they have to do to just end up in the playoffs, so they're not having to play extra games and doing all this crazy stuff. But anyways, always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Hey, Phil, what are your thoughts? Do you trust the Lakers to get the win tonight? Do you think, another game getting cooked? Lakers are an absolute mess. Right? Again, however you feel either way, I would love to hear it. So please let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.